Welcome to your guided walking meditation made specifically for the Rotary Botanical Gardens and specifically for the Japanese gardens. So to start, go ahead and go out the main door off of the gift shop. You are standing here and noticing to your right is the beautiful building, and in front of you is a circle path with a garden in the center. Walk straight towards the garden, but veer off to the left and head through the hedges. As you are doing that, walk on the grass and walk towards the patio paver area, where to the right you will see a sitting area, and to the left you will see a koi pond. Go ahead and walk at a nice, gentle pace, whatever that may be for you. And as you get to the pond, stop and take a look. Maybe seeing the fish in here right now. Just look at how big they are, how vibrant and beautiful. Just notice how free they are swimming in this water, cared for. And as you are out here in nature today, maybe you too can feel this freedom that these fish are feeling right now, enjoying the day. So go ahead now and veer off towards the right, and you'll see a pea gravel area. And go ahead and walk towards that area. And once you get into that walkway, go ahead and go left. And walk forward. And up ahead and towards the right, you will start to see the entrance to the Asian garden. And you'll know you're in the right spot because you'll be going underneath a roof. And you also know it's the entrance because you see some stepping stones surrounded in black smaller stones. And go ahead now and walk into this area, going underneath them. Once you're in here, this is the entrance to the Japanese gardens. And once you're fully in, go ahead and take a look to the right. You probably heard it before you saw it. Go ahead and pause now for a moment and take in this beautiful yet simple waterfall. So simple yet so calming. Maybe in this place and space is an opportunity to notice things in the world that are so simple yet so beautiful. And just like this waterfall, you probably hear it before you even see it. What things do you notice when you go quiet? When you're ready, continue to walk all the way in. To the left is a sitting bench, and then you see where you can go to the right or the left. In this case, go ahead and go right, and you know that you're in the right direction because you'll see a small footbridge. And as you do in this space, take it all in. See what you see, hear what you hear, feel what you feel, and notice what you notice. No right, no wrong, just taking it all in. And you may notice that the more often you do this path, you may notice some new things each and every time. Meandering around this path, and as you do, you see a full view of the beautiful waterfall. There is a sitting bench there. If you desire to stop and have a seat, go ahead and do so. And if so, in a moment, you might want to pause this while you sit in contemplation and in quiet, absorbing the gentle fall of the water. Maybe this is an opportunity to think about things in your life that you can simply allow to fall away. If you're not needing to sit in contemplation, go ahead and meander on. And all you need to do is either pause this recording or keep it going if you're going to continue to walk on. But as you do start to walk on, you'll notice beautiful birch tree up to the left. And you'll notice too how this area of the path has some very narrow parts to it, but yet some wider parts. So beautiful in its simplicity. As you continue to walk, you will soon come to an area where if you venture to the right, you'll see another rift area, or you can go on to the left. So many choices in life, right? But for now, we will venture off to the left, going down the slight little hill and deeper into the gardens. As soon as you turn left, you have more choices. This time you can veer off to the left. In doing so, to confirm you're in the right spot, you're walking down some stairs. Go ahead and take those steps, and at the bottom of the steps, go ahead and walk behind the beautiful little tree, that small, thin area of the path. And at this spot, go ahead and continue to walk forward a little, and as you do, you see even more choices. Go ahead and continue to veer off to the left yet again. And as you do, you will notice that you have another footbridge you're walking over. Take this all in, doing it at your own pace. Because right now, no one needs anything from you right now. No one needs anything from you right now. This time is set aside for you doing exactly what you're doing. So after the footbridge, it guides you to follow the path, veering off again to the right and going up a couple of steps and just simply following this area around. To help you know that you're in the right direction, you want to walk towards the little Japanese structure, taking in everything you're taking in, noticing all the beautiful, subtle, breathtaking sights, sounds, and feelings. Noticing the water all over, the stones, the plants, the flowers, the sitting benches. And as you start to get closer to the Japanese structure, go ahead and go in. You'll see a bench to sit on if you choose. You can choose here to sit in contemplation, or you can simply walk right through. If you do choose to stop in contemplation, in a moment, you'll want to pause this recording so you can sit in this quiet contemplation, but then hit start when you're ready to go again. But it might be helpful here to stop and think about who you surround yourself with. What are your surroundings in your life right now? Are they helpful and serving? Are they a little challenging? Do they need to be reviewed and looked at? This might be an opportunity to think of that saying that is so vitally important in our life. And that is to pay attention to the 5 people you surround yourself with, because they help determine the life you live. What do you have in your life? Your thought process? If that is in service of you, thinking about the 5 people you surround yourself with, go ahead and use that as a contemplation point as you now pause this video and resume when you're ready. But if you're ready to continue through now, go ahead and do that. And when you leave this area, you will notice another beautiful footbridge. Find yourself walking over that. Here, there are so many choices again. It makes me think about life and all the choices that we can make. Right now, go ahead and venture off towards the right. Just follow this around. In this area, there are so many choices that you have. But there's no right, there's no wrong, wherever it takes you. With this recording, it's an opportunity now for you to go ahead and venture off towards the right, towards that beautiful Japanese bridge. the one that is iconic for this Rotary Botanical Gardens. Go ahead and find yourself walking towards that bridge. And as you do, maybe it's time to contemplate and think, is there anything you are known for, just like this bridge? What might you be known for? Is it your laugh? Is it your positive attitude? Is it your quick wit? Wisdom? There's no right or wrong here, just checking in, pausing for a moment, contemplating. What might you be known for? If you don't feel you're known for something, do you want to be? And what might that be? As you continue to walk forward and walking over this beautiful bridge and noticing what you notice about the water. This pond serving such a purpose. Noticing all of the swimmers. Noticing the flyers, the ducks, the birds living off of this water and in this water, providing shelter, nutrients, a home. And just simply noticing its purpose. So much deeper than what the eye might tell you. And I wonder if you ever think about you and your purpose and so much deeper than you might be thinking, feeling, and believing. And when you're at the top of this bridge in the middle, here is a great spot to look off to the left and see the water fountain in the middle of this water. Simple, beautiful, purposeful. Probably just like you. So go ahead now, and at your own time and your own pace, we will continue to walk forward and walk on the backside of this purposeful, beautiful pond. And here you might hear the birds. You might feel the wind, the sun, the temperature. Maybe you're seeing ducks in the water. Maybe you notice a fallen tree. Maybe you notice a squirrel or a chipmunk. Maybe you notice your own breath, the rise and the fall of your breath, the rise and fall of your chest. Maybe along this path as you are walking, you might begin to notice the steps that you take. Our steps, lifting the foot, pushing the foot forward, dropping the foot down, lifting your foot, pushing your foot, dropping your foot. We don't really think about how we walk anymore, do we? But when we think about our walking stride, that is exactly what our mind is telling our body to do. Lift your foot, push your foot forward, drop your foot down. Maybe now is an opportunity for you to do that so you can feel it. Connecting in with your body that does things so automatically. Slowing down just a little to notice what you don't even notice anymore. And as you continue to find yourself simply walking along the path, and once we get to the side where there is the gazebo, we will stay walking along the water. So no matter where you are along this path to where I am speaking, you will catch up with me or I will catch up with you. And as you continue to walk along, just notice what you notice, taking it all in. Maybe taking this time to go quiet, to go within, to reconnect, to feel yourself again. Just like that walking you're doing right now, lifting your foot, pushing your foot forward, dropping your foot down, lifting, pushing, dropping, lifting, pushing, dropping. How many other things do you do every day without noticing, without seeing that mind-body connection? There is no wrong, no right way, no wrong way, no judging, no criticizing, just simply observing. We observe to learn. We observe to grow. We observe to evolve. Because when we are out in nature, we get to observe. Slow down. Go quiet. So continue to walk along the water. And once you pass that gazebo, going towards the right, you will notice that off to your left, you can continue to walk along the water. To the left, you might see certain areas where there's additional walking paths. But for right now, go ahead and continue to stay walking along the water, allowing yourself to see this side of the pond. Are there fish, ducks, birds? And as you continue to walk along this side of the pond, you'll notice all of the benches and all of the beautiful sayings and quotes on these benches. So intentional, so simple, so powerful. Where are you intentional, powerful, and simple? Sometimes as humans, we think things happen in those big moments, but so many things happen in its simplicity. Maybe being here in nature, it's allowing you a moment to recognize that. So continue to walk on, maybe choosing to read the benches along the way, soaking in the messages. And there may be even more sitting benches that you see along the water. Just notice what the weather is like for you today. Is the sun kissing your skin? Is the wind giving you a breath of fresh air? Are the birds singing to you? Everything is a gift. As you continue to walk forward, up ahead and to the right, you will notice another structure. This one goes out into the water. Take a moment and walk into that area as you approach it, walking underneath the roof of this structure and walking out and onto the deck over the water. And now might be an opportunity to read these benches. And just like before, if you want to sit in contemplation, go ahead and do so. And if you want to meander on, go ahead and do that. But if you do choose to stop and contemplate the view, possibly what you can look at here is that walking path that goes over the water. And from here, you can also see that beautiful, iconic red Japanese bridge. So possibly the contemplation here could be to look at that wooden bridge that goes over and into the water. And maybe take time to contemplate on the journey of your life. Your journey has led you to right here, right now, today. high highs in your life, low lows in your life, and everything in between. But all of it led you right here, right now, today. Wiser, stronger, capable. So that might be an interesting contemplation point. If so, press pause and take some time and relish in your journey, and maybe dream about the rest of your journey. Otherwise, you can go ahead and exit out of this area and turn to the right. And as you're walking forward on this area, you will slowly start to come to that area that we just looked at from the deck. That wooden platform that goes out into the water. I do encourage you to take this path if you so desire. As you start to get closer to it, for some, it will be fun and no problem at all. For others, it might initiate a little bit of fear. For those that it might initiate some fear, I encourage you to set that fear down. Get curious, because the antidote to fear is courage. And a way to build courage is to get curious. And a way to help you get curious is to initiate wonder thinking. I wonder what it'll feel like to walk out onto this platform. I wonder how much more I can see in the water once I walk on this platform. So as you do that, continue to wonder think your way across this wooden platform. I wonder what noises you hear today. I wonder what swimmers you see in the water today. I wonder what the weather feels like for you today. But go ahead and find yourself walking across this platform, taking it all in. Being sure to congratulate yourself once you get across it. Getting outside of your comfort zone. When we get outside of our comfort zone, we discover new things about us and our strength, our capabilities, our abilities. And as you find yourself getting off of that wooden platform, you'll find yourself turning left. Because as you turn left now, it's now your opportunity to go up the little hill. And now you can go under that Japanese structure, the one where we were greeted just moments earlier, where we had to make that choice to turn left or to turn right. So this time you get to explore and walk underneath that structure. Because just like in life, everything comes full circle. And now you have the opportunity to walk through this beautiful structure. And as you find your way doing this, take it in for a moment, the circle of life, like the seasons of life, how every season serves a purpose, and how every season of life you've been in serves a purpose for you as well. And so as you walk through this last structure, go ahead and take in these beautiful sights. Again, so simple, yet so beautiful. And find yourself veering off towards the right. And if you desire, you can have this now conclude this part of the guided walking meditation. Maybe find yourself concluding for the day or going into other areas of this beautiful Rotary Botanical Gardens. I thank you for allowing me to be a part of your day. I wish you all the best. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful.